The bell rang. All the students ran to their classrooms, and so did Zawa. It was Zawa's first day of school. He had never been to school before in his life. Zawa was 15 years old. He was born to a woodcutter named Caillou. Both Zawa and Caillou lived on a hill. In his initial years, Zawa helped his father cut wood on the hilltops. This wood was sold in the city to earn a living and to keep their hut warm. Due to extreme poverty, Caillou could not afford to send his son to school, although he always dreamed of it. Zawa had always helped his father and had learned the woodcutter's work well. He was perfect at sharpening the axe and hitting the tree at the right spots. He never had friends and had never been to the city. From his birth until now, he had only cut trees and carried wood. One day, Caillou told Zawa about his plan to send him to school. "What is a school?" asked Zawa. Caillou laughed and pointed to the red building down the hill. "That is a school. You will get education there. With education, you will become intelligent and find better work than this," replied Caillou. Not sure if he understood what his father meant, Zawa simply nodded a blank yes. He had no idea if better work than cutting and carrying would even existed, because he had never seen any. A new world. One day, Zawa was sitting in the classroom with all the new kids. The teacher entered the room and everyone greeted her with respect. Zawa followed what the others did. The teacher announced, "Today, every student must tell the class what their ambition in life is." Zawa had never heard the word ambition before in his life. His father had only told him that he would learn something at school. All the students got up one by one. Someone's ambition was to be a pilot. Another wanted to be a doctor. Another one again, an engineer or a soldier, and so on. But Zawa? He had no clue. When his turn came, he stood up blankly. The teacher asked, "Zawa, what is your ambition in life?" Zawa asked innocently, "Teacher, what is ambition?" The whole class burst out laughing. The teacher silenced the class and gently explained, "Ambition is something you want to achieve in life. Something you want to do or become." Zawa still stood blank. All his life, he had chopped and carried wood. He had no idea there was something called ambition, something you were supposed to desire that was far from your current life. He replied slowly, "I don't have ambition. I cut wood and carry branches from hill trees with my father. We work during the day, eat in the evening, and sleep at night. There is nothing more than that. My father and I achieve everything we plan in the morning by the night." Again, the class laughed. Again, the teacher silenced them. Of course, Zawa was not telling a lie. The children were just conditioned to laugh at anything unfamiliar. The teacher said firmly, "You must have an ambition. Without ambition, you are a goalless person, an empty person lacking any sense of direction. What if I don't want a goal?" Zawa went deep into thought. He stood blank. He couldn't understand why the teacher was asking him to imagine something, a goal, a destination. It made no sense. All his life, he thought cutting wood in the morning and sleeping at night was all there was to be done. Now, he was being told there was something else, and he must do it, because he was apparently born without it and must go get it. The teacher continued, "You have to walk the path, Zawa. You have to work hard. If you continue to work hard, one day you will surely reach your destination." Zawa asked, What road or destination? The teacher grew impatient. The road to your ultimate goal. Your destination. Your real home. Zawa thought to himself. Why am I being asked to work hard to reach a place where I don't want to go? They call this place a goal, a destination. They think everyone must keep walking on that road to reach that place. But what if I don't want to reach it? I don't even know how far it is. How do I know when I've arrived? And if I reach there, what if I get bored? Or want to come back to where I started? Is it compulsory for everyone to walk toward goals? What about people who choose not to? Are they called directionless? But what does it matter if someone is already at their destination? Is it a horrible idea to be at your destination without walking a path of difficulty and pain? The students kept giggling as Zawa looked deeply immersed in his thoughts. The teacher asked again, Zawa, you don't have any goal? Zawa suddenly replied, yes, I do. The teacher smiled. A student had finally gotten the message. So what is your ambition? What is your goal? What is your destination, Zawa? She asked curiously. Zawa looked outside the window, as if in a deep imagination, and said, I want to cut wood in the morning, drink tea in the evening, and sleep at night. The teacher said, no, that is not an ambition, Zawa. Because you are already doing it. Zawa replied, yes. Isn't that great? Because I have already reached my destination. The teacher got angry and dismissed the class. Zawa looked confused and unanswered. A talk with his father. That night, Zawa told his father Caillou what had happened at school. Father, we are cutting wood from trees that already exist. But the school is telling me to cut wood from trees that don't exist yet. They're asking us to first grow a tree, wait for it to grow, and then cut the wood. We are already doing that work without growing a tree. Caillou laughed at the intelligent feedback behind such a simple question. He asked Zawa how he felt about his life. Zawa was happy chopping wood because that is all he had done. He found satisfaction and happiness in his work. But the new world at school, this world of ambition, was trying to tell him that happiness and satisfaction should not come so easily. That only after a lot of pain and effort would he be allowed to feel happy. They were saying, you can never already be at your goal at the start of life. The calmness is always supposed to be far away. And you must walk the path to reach those feelings, only to realize when you get there that there is nothing there. And you could have had those feelings at any point in the journey, or without a journey at all. Tell them what they want to hear, Zawa, Caillou said laughing. They also have ambitions, to be successful teachers. And with that, he left his son alone to ponder his thoughts on the quiet hilltop night. The next day. The next day at school, Zawa was the first student to speak. He said, I thought about it, and I feel I want to be a doctor. The teacher gave a big smile and clapped for Zawa as he took his seat. The class continued. Zawa looked out the window. It was raining. Gray clouds growled in the sky. The clouds never moved in one direction. They just moved. The rain didn't fall in any particular direction. It just rained. The grass didn't grow in any pattern. It just grew. None of these elements in nature seemed to have a plan. They were just being true to their real nature. Then he saw a gardener cutting the grass into a beautiful design, shaping it. And he realized, humans couldn't live with nature without changing it. And humans themselves are a part of that nature, ironically. Final reflection. You see, in life, in your life, is there really a path for you to walk? Is there a goal for you to reach? Are you cutting the grass into a design or just letting the grass of life grow? Are you letting the rain of life rain? Are you letting the tree of life grow? It's okay to have ambitions. And it's okay to be happy where you are right now. Life is continuously evolving. New things are discovered, new ways of life are found every day, every second in this universe. This is There to Do Motivation Stories. Thank you so much for watching, and stay blessed.